Good evening. It's one of those beautiful rainy sunset Fridays here in the Sunshine State, and I'm feeling very fluid, right? Like the water moving. Good evening, Tabitha, Amanda. How are my ladies, Maria? Hello, Kelly, darling. It's so good to see you all. So tonight I'm going to be playing with some new ingredients, some new products. The first one I'm going to share, I went this morning to my girlfriend's Budokan class, and I've been wanting so badly to go. I've done Budokan before. It's amazing. It's very fluid. It's very primal. It's animal movement. But you know, most of us are like so rigid. We need to come back to the fluid. And for myself, I know it kind of, if you grew up with religion or dogma in your life, like for me, I grew up Catholic, and I had a lot of awareness. Despite a lot of the teachings and the trainings, I always had what I consider my own personal connection to my divine, to God, to source, whatever you call it, that I still had questions in my mind that despite what I was taught or indoctrinated to, I had a feeling there was more to what I was told. And so I've always held an open mind and been curious, because to me, I don't think there's a religion that doesn't have one central point that is congruent across the board. Like, they all know there is a higher power, there is a connection, that we're all connected. And so, religions aside, looking from that perspective, the rigidity in our lives, what I equated to stand up, sit down, kneel, like if you grew up Catholic, you understand what I'm saying when I say that, right? It was just, we go through the motions, right? And that's a lot of what we do in life. We're not moving and flowing and letting ourselves be guided, because in our mind there has to be this, this, and this. These conditions need to be met to be able to do this. You got to throw that stuff all out. And I've learned that the more I try to stick to the rules of what I've been told, the more I suffer, because it's such an attachment, a belief system. It doesn't resonate with me. Now, there are unwritten rules, like something that's fluid, and we just kind of groove with it. And so that's what I've learned in my life, that I have to trust in the flow of whatever I'm guided. That didn't come overnight, y'all. And I'm serious. I'm so serious when I say to come out of very rigid ideals, beliefs, patterns. You know, like I had to go through a lot of pain to recognize, to appreciate pleasure, and to realize that I have a choice of whether I want to experience pain or I want to experience pleasure. I don't have to go through pain just to understand what pleasure is any longer. I can recognize, oh, I've been down this path. I'm intuitive enough to go, I don't think I need to re-experience that. Because guess what? I remember what it felt like. And if anything, the contrast guides us away from that which we have already known because of an experience, but also with an open enough awareness that we're not going to know until we get to that pleasure principle, that pleasure experience, how much better it is than that experience of the pain that we've had, right? So, I mean, it's just all a process. And for me, it's evolving every single day. You know, I wake up and maybe I have a thought that makes me go, okay, I'm going to shift that. I can choose a better direction. If I have something that clicks into a little negative self-defeating talk or what have you, I can create something over here that will remind me. And most of the time, most often, the simplest thing I can do is to be in gratitude, to recognize what's working. Because how easy is it for most of us to go, oh, this isn't working, and get so fixated on what's not working that we can't see past that. And that's the moment that when you recognize how fixated you are on what's not working, you can reel yourself in enough to go, okay, wait a minute here. I'm being ungrateful because I'm focusing on that tiny, tiny percentage of what isn't working in the moment because I'm attached to what it should look like and how it should be. See, that's a sign in itself that we're too attached to ways we want things to be. And if you show up with the expectations and attachments to the way things need to be, rigidity again, right? Dogma, it's our own personal dogma. Then how can you see the blessing that it's trying to steer you toward? So it's like, bring it back. Come back to the blessings in your life. Remind yourself what is working. Because the majority of the time, we got 95% of the good stuff going on, and 5% is where our focus is on the worst stuff. Am I wrong? Tell me in the comments, how's it going for you today? How was your week? How was your day? Can you see the way you ebb and you flow and how your mind can take you in this direction or in that direction? So good to be back in the kitchen, y'all. Hello, Carolyn. Hi, Robin, darling. I've been missing you all. So I've got all these cool things going on, right? And politics is the one thing you don't want to get dragged into. I know Tom thinks I'm nuts. I'm like, smell my pits. This smells so good. So I picked this up today. And I didn't expect the smell to be so delicious. Like, no, I wouldn't like it. But still, it smells that good, right? Schmitz, charcoal and magnesium, mineral-enriched natural deodorant. Now, the coolest part about this and the reason I got it was because of the magnesium. Hey, why not? You know what I mean? Put more magnesium into your body through your largest living, breathing organ, which is your skin. And these areas under the pits, you know, we have thinner skin, so it's absorbed into our bloodstream quicker, right? Boom. And so this stuff is, so far, I really like the smell. And it doesn't have a lot of ingredients, which is really awesome. It's got arrowroot powder, baking soda, coconut oil, shea butter, fractionated coconut oil. Hi, Linda. It has candelilla wax, jojoba seed oil, magnesium hydroxide, a natural fragrance, which I'm a little leery when I see natural fragrance because that's like a buzzword just to get your, oh, it's natural, oh, it's wild, you know, like it's not always necessarily a good thing, but I'm trying this product because I want to see how I like it. And it says carboactivatus, which is activated charcoal, which draws the toxins out, right? So if there's any toxins, yeah, don't be afraid of sweating. How do you think you get toxins out of your body? You have to sweat it out, go to the bathroom, maybe out of your mouth. The lymph system carries it, but there has to be a way to extract it out of the body, right? And then vitamin E, which is sunflower derived. Because I'm really picky about the sunflower, you know, this whole vitamin E. Most of it out there is soy, and I try to avoid soy at all costs, especially internally. So here's what we got tonight. I'm so excited to share this because most of you know, I eat mostly plant-based, whole foods, normally not cooked. There's certain periods of the year I do eat a lot more cooked foods because of the colder weather, but predominantly in the summer, there are two reasons I dislike cooking in the house. Number one, it heats the house up, which is already hard enough to keep cool in the summertime, and it is another energy drainer. But also because if you eating cooked foods, it increases your heat in your body, and so then you're going, oh, on top of the heat of Florida weather, right? Humidity, and it is rainy season right now, and we are definitely getting some rain. So I decided I'm going to create something because I was in the store. This I got at Earth Fair. I don't know if y'all know about Earth Fair. I mean, we have so much in my area around the radius of this home, and I love it. We have Sprouts, we have Aldi, we have local farmers markets, we have Whole Foods, we have Earth Fair. There's another place called Earth Origins, and another place that I love, Nature's Food Patch, which is a local, like, it started up here. There's no, as far as I know, there's no other Nature's Food Patch, and we've seen them evolve and grow, which I love. So this is something I picked up at Earth Fair. Smiling Hara Hempeh. Tempeh made with peanuts and hemp seeds. What? Like, seriously? It's got a little smiling Hara. I looks like a Buddha. Has anybody out there tried this? Anybody? Okay, so here's the cool thing. First off, number one, it's soy free. Now they had another variety. It was soy and hemp, but I wanted to try this. And I'm not a big fan of peanuts. Now they are a legume, not an actual nut. But we're going to see, because I imagine it can't be that bad. It's got to be pretty tasty. And I don't have any allergy to peanuts. So once in a while, peanuts don't bother me. I will suck it up and try this, right? So we're gluten-free as well. Huge bonus. This is my issue, is dealing with all that. Protein-rich, of course, hemp seeds, right? Amino acids. Vegan, vegetarian, non-GMO. And we have something called Living Wage Certified. This is this new symbol I've never seen before. This particular one, smoked salt and pepper steak. Isn't that rad? So it says on the back here, our smoked salt and pepper is dry rubbed by hand and can be treated just like a steak fillet and brushed with oil to grill, or bake it or cut it into strips and do a quick pan fry. Wonderful in pad thai or curry. It also works great as a bacon substitute or as a veggie burger. So I'm going to create some veggie burgers for myself and Tom. The other thing I was going to read, just a quick, the ingredients aren't very many here. We have the peanuts and hemp seed, tempeh, peanuts, hemp seeds, culture, brown rice flour, lactic acid, which means because it's vegetarian, vegan, that means it's coming from a plant-based lactic acid source. Smoked sea salt, black pepper, organic allergens. It just tells you there's peanuts in here, and it's processed in a facility that processes soy. But that they have to just, disclaimers. It's part of, being, that is integrity, right? And being in good character is at least telling you, okay, just be aware. It's in a facility. There's always the possibility of cross-contamination, and you make your own educated, at-risk decision of whether you're going to try it or not. The other thing I got, now I like to make my own cheeses. I got this because I haven't had a chance to make cheeses in a while. This is Miyoko's Double Cream and Chive Vegan Cheese Wheel. Have y'all tried these? These are good, by the way. Good. They're very salty. They're very tasty. You don't really need a lot. What I'm going to do is spread this. We have our favorite bread we're going to use. I'm going to toast it from our favorite Little Northern Bakehouse. This one here is seeds and grains bread. Like, this stuff is the bomb diggity, y'all. And I'm somebody who had a huge, toast. When we were growing up as kids, we didn't have a lot of food in the house. Toast was, our go-to, because it's like, well, just make some toast. And then you toast it and maybe did a peanut butter and jelly, right? When you don't have a lot of stuff in the house and you got to figure it out because your parents are off somewhere else. That's how we were as kids. So this is comprised organic cashews, filtered water organic coconut oil, chives, rice miso, and we have sea salt, nutritional yeast, and cultures. So it's very flavorful, and it looks like this, because I like to put it in a different container because it comes in a what do you call that? Vacuum sealed bag. Look how pretty that is. Smells good too, because I don't have any onions anyway, although I have leeks growing back there. Have you ever seen the flower on a leek? OMG, so cool. So what I have done, and I didn't cut everything up because I want to kind of take you through the steps of what I'm about to do. So this right here, that is the hempeh. Isn't that cool looking? So it comes in this patty, like this. What I did is I cut it in half, right? One for myself, and it's going to fit perfectly in the toast. And you know what? The pepper, right on. I'm going to create kind of a mushroom brothy thing going on over here because I got mushrooms. I'm going to chop up some mushrooms. So I'm going to put some water in the skillet, maybe a little bit of the kimchi brine, and we're gonna mix this all together. I'm gonna cut up some tomatoes and avocado, and then I'm gonna spread some of this cheese. This is gonna be really yummy and something unique, because you know what? I just figured tonight we're gonna have a Friday fancy feast. It's been a while since I've done anything new like this, or been in my kitchen, right? I know y'all been missing me in the kitchen. And dancing. Did y'all get your dance on tonight? Oh my gosh, this is nothing for bananas, darling. I picked up bananas the other day because we were out, and Buddy gets plantains. Tonight he got aquafaba with some chia seeds. Oh, he is happy. He's looking at me like, what's next? So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this burner right here. I have the toaster off to the side. I'm gonna turn this burner on to 3.5, well, we'll go to 4. I have to be careful. I don't want it to get too hot because I'm not looking to kill off all these enzymes. But for the purpose, I'm just putting some water on the bottom here, because then I'll know, because you know I can rap and talk, right? So then I'll know when that starts to kind of bubble that it's time to put the mushrooms in. So as I'm rapping, y'all can tell me in the comments, what are you up to on this beautiful, fabulous Friday? Where are you coming in from? Are you in the Florida area? Any health and fitness goals? Any life goals? Share with me. Tell me about yourself. If this is your first time, have you seen me before? If not, welcome to the family. And I want to see introductions in our beautiful group with all our rockin' rad stars, because I'm telling you, if you haven't been over there, then you really need. I'm gonna move it on like, oops, whoopsie. Hold that thought. Feeling a little nutty? We got walnuts, we got almonds, we got everything going on over here. So this is kind of cool because now you can see what I'm working on. Yay! San Antonio, Texas. When I was in the Air Force, that's where I did my training, my first training. So we have Clover Sprouts, that's gonna go in there. I know, I love mushrooms. And mushrooms are so good, vitamin D. And I once read that if you take mushrooms and put them in the sunshine, it's supposed to enhance the vitamin D, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice these like so they're thin, and so that when I kind of wanted to do, I'm gonna do some garlic. I'm totally doing this on the fly because I really want to play with this, and I have so much fun when I'm playing. But I won't take much time because really there's not that much that needs to be done. So I'm going to cut up some garlic just to have, you can never have enough garlic. The garlic will go in there. Hi Kimberly, catch up later. Okay, yeah, definitely come back. So for anybody who happens to be in the Clearwater, Florida area, I just want to let you know, come June 16th, 1:30 to 3:30, it's a Saturday afternoon, I will be holding a body awareness workshop where it's all about tapping into your body's wisdom, learning what it's trying to tell you, because you know, it has everything you need to know. The body is amazing. You have everything inside of you. So I'm really excited, and I'm truly inviting each and every one of you, please come by and join me. If you sign up before the 14th, you get a discount. It's $35. From the 14th till the day of, it will be $40. So, and I really, really want to meet any one of you that is able to make it. I'm so excited to meet any of you that are in the area. And if, you know what, please come and see me. I want to meet you in person. It's always awesome to meet someone who you are conversing with, seeing here live, that we actually make it real, right? It's really about the engagement in person, making it personable, not just digitally, right? Technology is amazing. It allows us to connect this way, but just like the body, gotta go within, right? So, South Carolina. Suzanne, that would be so amazing if you were able to make it down here. Yeah, we have a lot of you beautiful peeps that are in not too far, but you know, like if it's, hey, maybe it's a good thing to, what's the word? Carpool. We have a lot of rock and rad stars that have connected through the group. That would be a really cool, fun, rad way to go about it. Pick up rad stars on the way. Awesome. Oh, that would be super rad, Suzanne. Oh my gosh, you would totally make my year. Right? Kelly, I love you. You're so amazing. Kelly's on top of it. As you all know, my account is still on the fritz. Don't know what that's all about. There's a reason for everything. I'm just, hey, if you find a solution, let me know. I am open to suggestion. So, let me see here. So I just wipe off the, you know, the papery outside of the garlic. That's what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to chop it up. Got to be careful of your fingers. Now, I am one who is known for slicing, dicing, and injuring. But I have to remind myself, it's okay. Just a little patience and breathing is all it takes. Because sometimes I get really excited. I don't know if anybody else is like this, especially if I'm hungry. And I'm like, ooh. And when I get excited, especially about doing something new, because I have something in my mind as to how I think this may turn out, it'll always exceed my expectations, I'm sure. I think that's how life should be, right? Know that it's going to be something phenomenal, amazing, exciting, and then let it show up even more than that. Be open to it being bigger, better, and more amazing than you could ever want, wish, desire, or even imagine it. Because that's what I've found in my morning practice, is how important it is to allow beyond your own mind. I am making a hempeh burger. So again, for anybody who may not have seen, this is the peanut hempeh from Smiling Hara Peppered Hempeh. I cut it in half. So far as we can see, I'm seeing little bubbles over here just now. So this is perfect time. I'm just dicing up some garlic, because you can never have enough garlic in my opinion, especially when it's mixed in with the, because it's going to make kind of a gravy with the mushrooms. So the first thing I'm going to do, in fact, I'll just toss this in there now, because a little bit at a time doesn't hurt anything. And you know, if you've ever, if you've cooked mushrooms before, what ends up happening is the mushrooms shrink. Now, I'm the kind of person, I don't want to miss a beat, so I try to get it all in there. I will admit that straight up. Especially with garlic. I don't know about y'all, but I like me some garlic, so there is no reason why I should have to worry about Dracula, as they used to say, right? So we got that. I'm going to start cutting up some more mushrooms. I'm shrooming it. Just a shrooming. And of course, I forgot. Sometimes you have to wipe these off. Oh, I forget. And you really only need a paper towel. It's really just to wipe off any excess dirt. It's not going to kill you. A little dirt never hurt. Does anybody else out there have any special food plans for tonight? Do you have any comfort foods? What do you eat on Friday? Like, some people will wait till Friday for certain things. I know in our house it was like, I think fish was like a Friday thing, right? We ate a lot of fish growing up when I was a kid. I'm from Massachusetts originally, so in Massachusetts we had a lot of, I used to love clams, right? We would actually get them at the ocean. We'd get little necks, we'd steam them, and then the drawn butter, we'd rinse them off in the water, take them out of the shell, rinse them in the water, and then dip them in the butter and eat it just like that. That's one of the things that I have for a childhood memory that was very pleasurable, because it was a family affair, like many different things that food revolved around. It was the one thing that brought us all together. because that's what food is. It's something we use to connect with each other, which is why so often we can easily be addicted to certain foods because of the memory associated with them. And that's something I had to learn. Like, why do I like this food so much? Especially when I had to give up the gluten, right? So my father had a pizzeria. I mean, could you get any more gluten in your life than that? And I lived in Italy. And the Italian food, I mean, need I say more? Now it's a higher quality, but you know they've been genetically modifying foods for years, just in a different form. So, you know, semolina duro was modified so that it would be disease resistant. They never stopped to think about how difficult it would be for the physical body to break it down even more. And another thing that's really lovely is if you cover it, it'll keep all the moisture in and it'll soak into the mushrooms itself. Hello, handsome.
You love this now for... So when you don't use you just put this right here? Does it look good?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. See, I bought this for you.
He thinks of me all the time. He's so sweet over here. He's a rad ninja.
What's that?
This is the hempeh. I cut it in half. It's smoked pepper. You see the packages right here.
You cut it in half so we could like thin it out and use it. Oh, it's like really gonna be a little hemp burger?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
This is gonna be so cool. I didn't give him any details. I'm surprising him just as much.
This is awesome, honey.
So it's like product review time. Anybody out there have anything they've tried similar to this? This is me just playing, just making stuff up as I go. Sometimes I'll handle the knife properly. Sometimes I'm just kind of, hey, I do have to admit I had a little caffeine earlier. Chocolate too. So I get really excitable if I have caffeine. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm. Did you have coffee kombucha?
No, I didn't actually. I had like a coffee earlier that was...
Oh, wow.
With Makuna in it. Makuna Matata.
I bet that was delicious.
Ooh, ginger tempeh, onions, and veggies. Ooh, that sounds good. Now, what kind of tempeh was it? Was the hemp version or was it the soybean version? Aw, thank you. This mala is so sweet. This is quartz crystal and kyanite, and so that's throat chakra. Right, the blue. Doesn't that smell good?
Wow, this is very rare. Lana never uses this stove, y'all.
See, I told you.
Wow, you're going. Is it Friday night date night?
It's Friday night date night, and it's Fancy Feast
You're
Friday.
making me a fancy feast on Friday? She's turned on the oven or the stove, y'all. That's very rare. In fact, that might be the first, unless you're helping me.
This is why it makes it so much fun.
So
this is gonna be awesome.
Are you gonna heat these up, or are we just gonna use them raw?
No, these are going to go into this broth
what?
that I'm creating. Oof, I don't want you to touch that. It's too hot. That's why I flip it. So
Cool.
I'm making. Sorry to turn my back on y'all. I don't mean to. So what I'm doing, you smell that, is
Yummy.
it's going to be really good because what I plan on doing is you saute up these in a water base.
Mm-hmm.
And I put garlic in there. You can probably smell that.
So it's just water and garlic?
Right now it's just water and garlic. Because I try to eliminate as many oils in my diet as possible, because I was saying this the other day, and I know a lot of you piped up and talked about, I get this glossy thing in the morning when I have too many oils, especially the processed oils. So this is an example of where I need the kitchen sink. So.
Oh.
Sling it
Why
around.
don't I just help you? Oh no, that's good. Oh, that's perfect how it. Look at that.
I can reach. I ain't SHORT, yeah.
So this is soy-free, gluten-free, protein-rich, and vegan. But the soy is huge because most of that tempura stuff is just soy.
Yeah.
So this is hemp, however you say that.
Hempeh.
Hempeh? Have you heard of this before?
Yeah, there's other brands that do it.
The smiling Hara?
Ooh.
Hara Hara?
Hara, tomato.
That's pretty cool. It's got a Buddha there. That's pretty good packaging.
I'm going to add some of the coconut aminos to our broth.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I'm not sure if I'm going to use
kimchi
or not. So this is already bubbling up, which is awesome. So let's see.
Yummy. Can I make the request? No kimchi?
Yeah, that's fine.
I love the kimchi though. I don't
think it's going to need it anyway.
I've had it twice in the last 2 days.
And sometimes I taste test what he makes, but a lot of times I'm just really happy with the salad. And
sometimes mine's too salty for her though, because she doesn't use that much salt.
I don't use salt if I can help it. Because I found that for me, it causes me to feel like really dry. And I'm still trying to figure out, because Himalayan salt versus sea salt. Now, Himalayan salt doesn't come from the sea, but the sea comes from the sea salt. Whatever. And so I've been trying to find out. I've been doing a little research and been having this discussion with a girlfriend of mine, Devon, that I was Budokan. And just for me, I like kelp. I like sea veggie version or the celery. And so I'm learning. I'm constantly learning and evolving. And yeah, when we're craving a sodium, it's I think it's healthier to go toward something that's more like whole food, plant-based, right? So celery is a great thing, and actually adding some celery to this would be great as well. It'll be super yummy. So this is going to create an amazing broth. It already is amazing. So I also have radish. Tom will tell you that the radishes didn't turn out so good, but I want to tell you something. They're still absolutely delicious, the greens that came off of those radishes. The radishes themselves might not have grown very big, but the greens are really flavorful. Unbelievable, delicious. So just to give you a preview so far, this is what this looks like. Because I put the coconut aminos, that's where it's going to get that saltiness in the flavoring. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the tempeh on top of this so it can absorb the meat moisture. I'm going to place the toast in the toaster. Yeah, that's tasting really good so far. And let this sit a little bit more, stew. Now, I'm still learning about this toaster. Let's see how we do this. I guess I should have asked how this functions. Oh, let's see. You just push the thing down. Okay, I think we got this. See, it's been a while. So I'm going to cut up some tomatoes because these are going to go on top of the sandwich. I have an avocado perfectly ripe right here. Whoops, it's a little soft. Okay, cross your fingers. This one's no brown spots. It's not bad. We're good. Oops. There I go licking everything again. Just saying. Yes, it. I trust this is gonna be delicious. So there's that. Okay, so we've got the avocado. I'm going to slice. I'll tell you what, Buddy likes tomatoes. I don't know if any of y'all have dogs that like tomatoes. Man, I don't know that there's anything he doesn't like that comes out of this kitchen. Alright, so. What are your favorite sandwich or burger, no matter what kind of burger, y'all? What are your favorite toppings? I also picked up some horseradish sauce and I put it in the fridge. And I don't know if we're gonna need it. It might be really complimentary because for me, I really like horseradish with smoked pepper, which this has. Yum. Can you tell I'm hungry already? I forgot. So, I'm cutting up I like tomatoes on top of my burgers. I like onions also. We have some sprouts to go on there. Ooh, beetroot sounds yummy. That sounds really good. Red onion is one of my favorites as well. And let's see, what else? Oh, avocado, you know, hands down on anything for me. I'm eating it around because there's that little thing on the middle. Right? Fresh horsey sauce, horsey radish. So amazing. That means it's really hot. All right, so now I'm gonna put it down to number 2 because it's really, and now you see how it reduced the size of those beautiful mushrooms. Shroom time. Get your vitamin D on. So I'm gonna let this sit for just a moment so that it can evaporate off. Then I'm going to put the hempeh inside of there. Let it soak up the flavors and and what else we got going on over here? Let's see. Toast time, right? I have been excited about this because I've been really wanting to do something different and kind of change it up because I like to surprise Tom. So this was kind of like a little surprise that I could bring something new home. And so it's like anything when I do food for me comes from my heart anyway. I don't know about you all. What do you do for those you love? Like, how do you express your love towards someone? So for me, I like to give. And it could be anything from food that I prepare to giving them a gift that I know they'll love. Like, if I could like my dad likes to get massages, and I used to give him a lot of massages, and I used to give him gifts of massages. Because I know for myself, if that's something I like, of course it's something I'd like to receive. So for my dad, I've done that quite often, is giving my dad massages for gifts. Spa treatments for friends, you know, like jewelry or malas or earrings or like bags. I have these amazing bags by this brand named Papaya, and they sell them at the yoga studio. So if any of you do come for the workshop, there's the sweetest little boutique that we have there. All these beautiful, amazing clothes and on yoga stuff and all that. There's jewelry. This mala from the woman who made them, that came from there. You know, the bags that I buy from Papaya. And yeah, it's really, really awesome. Like, I've done that where I knew a girlfriend would appreciate something and I got that. And that's what I like to do. So for me, even sometimes when I don't have the money, but I just feel this urge to give, it makes me feel good. Anytime I can give for somebody, even if it's something that's, you know, maybe is mine, but they really, really like it. I've been known to give away my stuff that way because I know that if someone appreciates it as much as I do, it's going to a good home, right? So that's just me. What do you do that makes you feel good about how do you like to show your love and give your affection? Is it through gifts? A lot of times I also find it's my time. I tend to sit and listen a lot to others. Hence sometimes why maybe I talk sometimes more often, why I'm showing up for all y'all. And maybe I'm the one talking because this is me live, but I really love to listen. You know, like that's why the Let's Talk series was something really special, because I know that we all, at some point, really kind of need to be seen, witnessed, heard, because I know for myself that was something I desired, something I needed, because I didn't have that a lot. And so for me, I really, really appreciate, hugs and listening. Oh, affection in the form of touch, human touch, right? So here we go. We're putting the hempeh. Let me see if I can fit them both in here. I hope so. This is going to be tight. This is exciting. Hempeh in the house. Hempeh in the house. My, oh my, we got hempeh in the house. Okay, now I'm going to take this top, put it back on top, and see. I'm going to turn this temperature up a little bit more so it'll kind of infuse into this amazing amazing flavors. See, I love the melange, the way that the foods dance together and the flavors mix and mingle and they flow and they just embrace and complement one another. At least that's the way I imagine it in my mind. How about you? So sometimes I get so excited, I tend to have to remind myself to take a deep breath and just come back to center, because I was so excited about sharing this with all of y'all and doing this for Tom that I was kind of going. And I have to remind myself that it's all perfect. It's all in perfect time, and that there is no real delay in life. It's just the idea that things need to be according to our mind. I really had to humble myself to recognize that everything is a gift and a blessing, and there is no rush. There is no need to hurry. Where are you hurrying to is one of the questions I have to remind myself. Right? Take a deep breath in and breathe in the life force, prana. Eat some tomatoes. Good for lycopene. Yummy in my tummy. Okay, now the other thing that I like to do, because we have this beautiful avocado, let's cut up some slices. I'm just gonna toss them here on the cutting board. I like to cut them inside. So this is another little sweet thing that Tom does sometimes that I really appreciate. He knows how much I love avocado. And I tend to be the one who goes in there and scrapes off every last bit with the spoon, because, you know, I lick everything, right? This is just between us anyway. I'm not worried about, you know, somebody else isn't going to be coming to the house to have our dinner. So it's a good thing he loves me so much. So I'm like the one who scoops it all out, and so he'll leave me. Sometimes he'll just think, well, let her get the rest out, right? And he knows I will. And so that's super sweet to me, and I really appreciate it. Did I mention you can never have enough avocado? So avocado, your avocado. I'm wearing it well. Hey, and by the way, you can whip up avocado and you can put it on your face. It's super hydrating from the inside out or the outside in. We got four-leggeds over here. He's just thinking, I'll just slowly inch my way over. He does that sometimes. He's a sweetie. I see you. I know you're watching. He knows I know he's watching. So I'm just taking all the avocado out here so that I can just place it on top once this is... How's the temperature here? I'm going to lower that temperature again down to 2. See, this is the only thing. I grew up, we had gas stove, and I had a house in Maryland with a gas stove as well. But I've kind of leaned away from gas, mostly because of the fracking and how dangerous it is. And I've just seen so much with Aaron Brockovich, how they use chemicals to eject it out of the earth. And I can't, I have to be honest, I can't morally support something that's also contributing to more problems in this earth. So, and another thing, I learned today, and I do from time to time, once in a blue moon, I will eat fish. But I was reminded today when I watched a video about how the plastic problem we have in our oceans, everything from plastic bags, if you look and you see how there's so much pollution in our oceans, that the fish, the turtles, especially like those can plastic holders that hold the 6-packs together, oh my gosh, if you buy those, please cut them up, because they've shown turtles where they got caught in them and it totally deformed their growth because it didn't break through, they couldn't stretch it out, their bodies just morphed around it. That's huge. And we all can make a difference if we are a little bit more conscious of what it is we choose to purchase. I mean, I try to buy things without using plastic. When I do use plastic, I tend to use it again. I recycle it. You know, like when I pick up Buddy's poop, I'm recycling it all the time. So, it's some scary stuff. And you know, if the fish are eating the plastic, what do you think we're eating? And it's so microscopic sometimes you don't even know it. Just like, you know, you can have a little bit of arsenic every day, but you're slowly poisoning yourself. Or, you know, oh, a little bit won't hurt. Well, we try to do the best we can with the information we have. And so it's an educated choice. And a lot of what I do now is trying with the information I have to do the best I can. I'm not going to go out there and tell other people what to do. I just know my awareness, and that's the best I can do. Other people may be aware of it and then they don't do anything, and that's fine. That's their choice. But I'm going to do the best I can because that's my integrity and my character, and that's how I want to show up. Because truly, if you're doing something in private and you're afraid of other people seeing it, it's too much to try to work through. Like, living in integrity means the way you do everything is the way you do anything. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Cameron Shane from Budokan, I know that quote from him, and Devon has reminded me daily, you know, on some of our conversations, and that's why I love that quote so much, because it's so true. It means that ultimately walking the talk and not just talking and doing something else. So, and I have to check myself because I know I'm not perfect, but I'm the one who has to live with what I do. And so accountability has to start with self. That's the imperative. Okay, so I'm turning this off. I'm starting up on the, oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm gonna toast our first set. This is so exciting. I'm gonna try to flip this tempeh. Yeah, I got the spoon. Okay, here we go. Tempeh in the house. I can already tell you, Tom's getting the bigger slice because he's a bigger man, and well, I try to take care of my man, right? I want him to have the best because he deserves it. So I got like a little bit of like the flavors and cooling it off. I want to see how this tastes. This is gonna be so good. It's peppery, by the way. And so this is me. This is the real me. I don't candy coat or joke around about this. Y'all know I like to lick everything. Well, this is the package that came in, and there's all these peppercorns. So you know, don't you get over here. Oh my gosh, the peppercorns. Anybody else? Like, that's some good stuff. I don't know what this is gonna taste like, because obviously I have not yet bit into the hempeh, but I'm pretty darn excited. So hopefully Tom rolls in just about the time this is all prepared. I'm going to spread some of this cheese on the first slice of toast that comes out. And then I'm going to spread on some of the sprouts, the tomato, the avocado. This is going to be the bomb diggity. I'm so excited. Okay, can you tell? Breathing. Yummy. What are y'all having for dinner? Come on, Friday night's a night where sometimes we have that one meal, like we're looking forward to it all week. What have you been looking forward to all week? Are you having it now or later? Like, what is your focus, right? Because we all like food, right? I'm a foodie. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. I know this one over here is looking with his tongue hanging open. He's already eaten his food, by the way. And that toast smells amazing. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. So, look at this. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. So, first one down. Like I said, we're gonna spread some of this cheese on the bottom. So this is the Miyoko's. It is the chive, the cream, what did it say? It says double cream chive, and it's cashew and coconut based. You really probably don't need very much, and this beats having to use any type of like veganese, which I almost bought some aquafaba mayo, but I did not. So I'm putting this on the top and the bottom. Get out of the kitchen, buddy. You know he thinks it's for him. Can you tell? Your timing is perfect, baby.
It smells delicious.
Okay.
It smells so good in here. Whoa.
So, of course, you know you're getting the first bite. I can't even breathe. I'm just so excited. So this is saying a lot. So I put the Miyokos on it. It's in.
Oh, this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Their packaging is different now. They changed the packaging. Okay.
Wow, that looks cool, honey.
Trying to see where the top on this thing is. Okay, I think I got it. And then I'm gonna put some tomatoes and some avocado.
That looks so good already.
I know.
And that cheese is lactose free,
Yep.
non-GMO, and dairy free.
He knows how much.
Can I just finger that real quick? Did you put your finger in there?
You can put your finger in there. I use the spoon, but you.
Well, okay, where's the spoon?
Honey, go for it, because I love you and it's ours. So.
We've never had this.
Yeah, yeah.
We have, but not soft.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's usually not as soft when it's in the fridge because it's coconut, but.
Was chives?
Mm-hmm.
We have chives.
Yes, we do.
So those are chives that we have outside.
Mm-hmm.
But when I tried to dry them, they didn't work that well. Really.
It's all a process. We're having fun learning, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's all perfect. You should really see some of the work that he's done through trial and error. I think he's done pretty darn well.
That's cool. This is probably expensive, huh? $6, $7?
$8.99.
Wow, yeah, that's pricey.
And that was supposedly on sale, which I think I've gotten it cheaper, but.
Hey, I'll take a photo before we eat it.
And then I'm gonna put some sprouts on top, real quick.
Yay! We're gonna name those some spicy sprouts.
These are the Clover Sprouts. Let me see. Not so spicy. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted spicy. These are Clover Sprouts. So.
Very similar to the bean sprouts I'm eating.
Hello. You know what? You're getting a real topper.
Yeah.
So we're putting the mushrooms, because this is the whole point of the sauteing of the mushrooms and the garlic and the Aminos.
I would like to take a photo of that now,
please.
actually.
You want to go grab the
Where's that light at?
On the floor over there still?
Can we put it on the yellow cutting board? Oh, we don't have a yellow. I have the yellow cutting board, huh? It's okay.
Mmm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
She said,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Like seriously, y'all. Bomb diggity boom boom. What?
How about, you mind if I move this right there? Plop it right here? That'd be cool. I don't want it on the plate. Be careful, I don't want it to break. Yay! That's perfect. That's perfect.
It might be a little messy on the
You
side.
rock.
You I'm gonna hold the camera.
You rock. Yeah.
This is how we roll in the background.
Up close. Yeah, I want to see it up close.
Now
Look
you
at
get
this,
to see.
honey. You did such a. I'm telling you, they watched you do this. Like, do you see the meticulousness, if that's a word, of the prep? And look at that. She just wrapped and just made this deliciousness, right? Plant-based bread, plant-based burger, dairy-free.
Chives.
Wow.
So let's take that picture, baby. Because I know my belly is rumbling. I know his is too. Thank you, Kelly. She said great teamwork. I think we do pretty darn well.
Okay. Yay. Oh my goodness. It's like, I see it right here, and the picture just looks like, it's like even better. It's like, how could it look better than in real life, right? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Yeah. Let me do one more. Wow. Now, what are you going to do different to yours? Same thing?
I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Okay, let me get
It's darn good. I want you to bite into that and just tell us what it tastes like.
Yeah. So, what do you think about, how about you just use this slice because I don't want this?
Oh, it's all good. You do what you're going to do.
You don't think? Or are you going to do the whole thing? I think it would be just too
I'm
much.
going to probably do the whole thing because I just love bread.
Yeah, I hear you.
In fact, I might just do this like this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. The toast with it? The struggle is real, y'all.
Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you feel the love, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Keep them speechless, y'all. Happy belly. Because I haven't tried this burger thing yet. Oh, I need to put that back on the burner.
You hand that to somebody that thinks it's kind of like a burger or a patty or some sort of meat. They wouldn't even be like, well, this is like just delicious. The mushrooms, to the tomatoes, to the cheese, and you didn't put no oils, all oil free.
Oh my gosh, that just by itself is good.
No salt either, huh?
The coconut and aminos make up for that, huh?
I would add more salt, but actually I'm not going to. But I would expect more. Like if I probably would have over seasoned it because you're right. That coconut aminos does give it that little bit of sodium taste. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go smash this.
Don't you love when they say I'm gonna go smash this? That means it's gonna be good. Buddy's over here like, what about me? But seriously, just this bread toasted, this little bakehouse bread with this Miyoko, just a little bit, you know, like, I don't know about y'all. Okay, so this is another thing growing up. I'm eating and talking in my mouth full here. It's that good. It was so delicious. This reminds me, all of this, because this is the nuts and seeds blend, of bagels. See, now, I grew up in a house full of bagels. Bagels, and it says chive, cream cheese. Like, my thing was, my dad would toast it on the grill, right? We had the big skillet, the old cast iron. He would toast the bagel. I still would put a little bit of butter on it and then put the cream cheese on top. And OMG. The brand of the bread, Monica? Little Northern Bakehouse. This stuff right here, I'm telling you, it's the bomb. And for me to say that. And the box on the tempeh, it's Hempeh. So this is Hempeh. Smiling Hara. Hara. It looks like a little Buddha. Awesome. Seriously. So now it's my turn to make my sandwich. This is so amazing. My mind thinks through my palate, which is why if you've watched me before, I talk about engaging all the senses and how important it is. Because when you fully feel food, it's not just a taste experience. It's a smell, it's all the five senses engaged, and it is so much more. It's about the sensuality, which is engaging all the senses. It's truly taking it in as a full experience. When we're only getting bits and pieces, like one sense over here is satisfied, whether it's your eyesight or maybe your taste, but the rest of the senses aren't also enhanced, there's imbalance. And so it's really got to be in that whole experience, which is what food is about, right? So we're going to toast. I'm closing this one down because, oh my gosh. See, it really warms my heart to see how much Tom is enjoying that sandwich. And he does applaud me a lot on my food. And lately I haven't been preparing as much as I used to when he first arrived, because I've had a lot of other commitments, and sometimes I get tired lately. I've been having to take more time for self-care. And thank you so much, Kelly. This right here was just something I was envisioning. I'm like, ooh, that toast and that bread is going to taste so perfect. And I didn't even know what this hemp stuff, I still haven't tried it because actually I haven't made mine yet, and I didn't eat the one that Tom was eating. But I just had a feeling it was going to be just right. I mean, now I can honestly admit, not everything I thought was going to turned out the way I thought it was. Sometimes better. Most of the time it usually turns out better. But on the rare occasions, I do admit I've been like, oh no, that was really bad. And that's like a handful. That's how few. But I grew up in a house with a father that's a chef. And my sisters and I we're the type of people, you go to a restaurant, we're like, I feel the sage and this and that. And I love that. Ooh, when it's ripe off the vine, we tried our first tomato off our tomato plants here. So much more flavorful. This is one of the, oh, he forgot his lemon water. This is one of the radish stalks. Like, I'm going to tell you, just chewing on this is yummy. To me it is. Because there's so much flavor when it comes from the earth of your own area, right? Because your energy is infused in it. Your energy, your vibration, it's that much more vibrant, life-giving. It's crunchy, right? This is definitely crunchy. There's the bread. Ooh. Okay, I need a plate. This is the part I've been waiting for. Okay, toasty toast. OMG. Like, if I have a comfort food, toast is definitely one of them. You're so beautiful. I'm so appreciative of you. Every morsel I'm about to eat. As I drool on my own food. Do y'all get this excited about making food? Or I'm just the weirdo over here? And by the way, I like my cray-cray. With a side of cray-cray. And because it's nice and warm, it's kind of like even better. Because then this cream cheese melts into it. And so when I was younger, do any of you ever have any of your family members, like my mom used to tell us, don't eat after 7 o'clock at night because your body is needing to shut down and get ready to go to sleep. And so you don't want a lot of heavy food on your digestion. Now this is just something from the past. You know, a lot of our ancestors were passing down things that we just took for granted. We never questioned why. And then we kind of went away from it, and then we come back to it. A lot of the wisdom is lost because we don't hold certain things in their the ritual. My grandmother used to make, like, my grandmother was very holistic in a lot of her foods, but she also got caught up in some of the stuff that, like the soy. My grandmother got caught up in the soy movement, thinking that soy was supposed to be good for you, and then she ended up getting ovarian cancer. And that was interesting to look back upon now. But there's so much, moving your body, keeping active. If you get complacent and you're not moving, you're actually hindering your physical body, your mind. We get stagnant, and then our brain, it's not functioning as optimal as it could. Had to remind myself to drink some water, right? So, here we go. Here's the part I've been waiting for. Let's dribbles. And here it is. It's time. I have so much mantra going through my mind, and it's so funny. I got my mind on my mantra and my mantra on my mind. And Tom thinks that's so cute. Because I play mantra in my bedroom all the time just because it keeps my mind. It's like a gutka, they call it, where it cuts through the mind chatter. So if your mind, as I was saying earlier, gets caught up on negative self-talk or what have you, mantra is the best way to keep it busy and away from all that crap. And sometimes I notice my mind goes off in a tangent that makes no sense whatsoever, and I have to actually reel it back in. So we got that avocado. So right now, there's so many different mantras going through my head. There's one by Sanatam Kaur. It's an Om Namo Gurudev Namo. It's just so sweet and lovely, and that's what's going through my mind right now. And then at the same time, what's funny is Ekomkar Sadguru Prasad Ekomkar is also going through my head. The more I listen, the less I get anxious or upset or sidetracked with some thoughts. And then my mind is already playing a mantra, whether it's my own voice recording and reciting it, or a recording like off of a CD or something. And it has helped me immensely. And when I find my mind being the most busy is because I drop off on listening. And I'm allowing myself to be distracted by all that. Does anybody else have that happen? Am I the only one with the crazy mind that just continues to keep on going and going and going? Tom will tuck me in at night and he'll say, turn it off, because I do need to be reminded to turn it off. Anybody else out there? Right, Kelly? No, not me. I love tomato seeds. Some people don't like them. I believe the seeds are where all the nutrients are. So I am so not opposed to always putting the seeds in my sandwich if I can help it. I hope you all have been having fun playing in the group. And if you have not been to our amazing group, Ridiculously Authentic, please ninja flip your booty off on in there and introduce yourself so we can all get to know you. Because that's what it's all about, is getting together. Shine on your brother, everybody come together. Come and love one another right here. Right here. Right here. It's a good way to really keep that mind from going in a crazy tailspin. So I love my sprouts. I'm really excited. I know this is just cray, yum, yum. And I know I'm probably making y'all hungry. And I hope you can all find all these ingredients and go try it for yourself. Super easy, simple, just put it together. And I tell you what, that dressing, like this is like perfect. And I haven't sautéed and made mushrooms in a while. I think I made them for Tom one time. I can't even remember. Either way I look at it, this is exactly what I needed tonight. It's that good. Lickable, you know it's good. So, let's see how big my mouth is here. I know my stomach is big. Okay, so this plate is kind of warpy. I gotta push it down. It's gonna get a little messy. See how big that is? Let's see if I can show you some Some action. My hair keeps getting in my face. Oh, I forgot. There's a dishwasher this catches on over here. Put the sprouts away. And this is how it goes. You know you want it, baby. Look at how delicious that is. And I pushed it down, right? I smushed it down, that baby. Yummy. Yummy in my tummy, y'all. Oh, hallelujah.
Oh, it still smells so good.
So, this is my first bite because I haven't done it yet.
Yay! It's good, huh?
Mmm. Mmm.
So you went with 2 slices. All right.
Mmm, it's unique.
So this Rad 100% plant-based bread.
Did you pocket dial again?
It went on. That looks so good. Did you have more avocado on yours this time?
Mm-mm. Same as yours.
Can I have that?
Of course you may, dear. He always gets the extras.
I'm gonna put.
Oh my gosh, honey. This is so freaking amazing.
You know that it's actually very, very filling. And I only had 1 slice of the bread. It's because of the hempeh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very filling, flavorful and filling. And I'm not used to eating. I mean, it's a lot. It's almost like a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Don't let it fool you. That's all I'm saying.
So let's do this. Let's wrap with the recipe. Let's put together the recipe right now. You can get your notes, or you probably
I already
want
know
to
what
eat.
it is. Yes, I do.
So what would we do if we would just wrap? We would say 4 slices of Little Northern Bakery, slightly toasted.
Yep.
With,
Perfectly toasted, in my opinion.
with it, about a half a tablespoon spread of the Miyoko cheese,
On both sides.
and then you slice the hempeh in half. I couldn't imagine eating that whole one. You did that perfectly. It
Yeah,
would
I
have been
cut it in half.
way too much, way too filling. I mean, even if you just ate it by itself, it was just. I wonder how much that weighs. So a serving size is 3 ounces, 2 servings. So that's exactly what we did.
1.5.
Very cool. It's 6
Yeah.
ounces. So it's like a 6 ounce steak, right? And then you cut it in half, so 3 ounce. And then we've got the sprouts, the tomatoes, 1 avocado. Would you have 6 mushrooms? Sautéed? 4?
6, I think.
You said. Take another bite and let me ask you another question. I mean, that was so good. You went, shake. You said, shake.
Mmm. This is so good.
You gonna lick it?
You can just see me do it, dude.
I really like the mushrooms with just the water and the coconut aminos.
And the onion, garlic.
1 whole garlic clove.
Couple cloves.
And you kept it at a very light temp, huh? But I would call that a very light, like water saute.
Did I mention how good this is?
Wouldn't you call that a light water saute?
Well, it boiled up at 4.
Then you turn it down to 2?
Yeah. So what I did was I let it get up to the 1, so I knew when it started to bubble, I basically put about that deep of water, probably about 1 inch deep of water. And this is a small skillet, y'all. You don't need much. I'm really loving the flavor of that. I do this, by the way. So this will go in the oven.
So about 20 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you sliced up. I minced the garlic. you see, we're lickers in this house. We're lickers. I minced the garlic. I threw the garlic in and I started putting all the the mushrooms in. You can tell I'm just totally like.
You're hungry, honey.
I know.
No pepper. No pepper, no salt.
The pepper was part of was in the.
One of the ingredients in the hempeh. You knocked it out of the park, babe. Seriously. And you know that bread hands down, the best packaged bread you can buy.
Oh my gosh, you
Right?
can't beat that one.
Yeah,
no.
and even without it toasted, it would even be a better sandwich, and you just smash it a little bit because the inside of that bread is such like a doughy sweetness too, and I think it's that rice, the rice syrup that adds that sugar. Don't you think?
Mm.
I mean, for plant-based.
The nutty flavor.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, that's an amazing sandwich. Show them with that bite. Let me get this. Look at this, y'all.
Did you check them up?
Look at that. Right? I mean, at an airport, like I always say, look at that! You know y'all want that. I'm telling you, and y'all watched her prep that, huh? Here's your sandwich back.
Thank you.
You know what I did want, though, as soon as I ate it? Chips.
Siete.
See, well, you know what I'm doing, and I'm going to make that hummus that you prepared for me. I'm probably do that tomorrow. But what do you see this crust?
Mm-hmm.
I like to take the crust off, and those are like crispy crispies if you just put some lemon on them. That's like a chip. If you toast it, it's like a chip. For some reason, I wanted like chips after I ate that.
That's not. Hey,
Or something that would pair with
crispy.
it. Would you want something small, maybe a little bit of that kimchi, not the juice, just a
You
side
want
of
a crunch?
kimchi.
Is that what it is? You feel a crunch?
Well, I just wanted something else to pair with it because I ate the sandwich and I actually ate it quite fast, and so I went for something else, but I was like, I don't have anything else on my plate. So that's why you can, but when you're eating bread, you know what would have been good? That fruit cocktail sauce you made a week ago. Remember that big bowl of fruit cocktail you made?
Mm.
Just a little bit of that, like in a little bit of bowl, would have just been done. That would have been a perfect meal for breakfast, lunch,
What was
or
it?
dinner.
Strawberries, mangoes, the jicama.
The jicama, and that added
Lime
crunchiness to
juice?
it, and a little bit of heat. That jicama was. It's different. What was the heat in
No,
there?
the heat. I think I put a little cayenne.
Oh, okay.
No, the chipotle, because the chipotle is kind of spicy and sweet,
I mean, think about just a nice little thing with that in there, right?
like a fruit chutney.
Yeah. But the one you had, and the one that you had, was even better the next day.
Because it saturated all the
Oh, it
flavor.
was so good, and you didn't need much either. So I mean, that would be a perfect meal. This little sandwich, cut Hayao Ninja style, with a little ramekin.
Yeah.
With that, and then done. Nothing else.
Did I mention how good this is?
Who we got in there?
Mmm.
Hello, Cheryl. Hello, William. Did y'all enjoy Miss Lana? I can see so much better with these on.
Mmm.
Isn't that so good? I almost want to buy yours, but I'm gonna get out of here. That middle bite looks so good. So you'll do a write-up for everyone when we're done? And we'll post that picture. Came out so good.
Mmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
I thought I was going to recycling. Unless you want to take pictures of those.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll keep them for the back though. Because I'll do it, I'll mention them or something. I kind of want a sweet though. Oh,
Just chocolate in the fruit.
that's what, no. How about the chocolate yogurt? Probably don't have much, huh?
Okay. So we have a little bit. Oh, here, you can take this back too.
Can I try the vanilla one? I haven't had the vanilla one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest too, because you haven't tried that one. They're both delicious. I made yogurt the other day.
Is it this one? This is not it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you must have ate a lot of it.
No.
No?
I used it in our mango smoothie the other day.
I haven't tried this one at all. The other one was really good. I think the secret ingredient was the chicory root.
Chicory root
Chicory
and
root.
some butterscotch stevia.
Chicory root is the bond.com, y'all.
I wanted to put it in a little small container, but you have all those other containers, so.
Man, it smells like yogurt, but it's dairy free. And you put the probiotics, you crack those pills open, there's a powder.
Well, I used some of the starter from the last batch of coconut yogurt that I found in the back fridge.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I can make this. You enjoy yours, honey. Thank you so much.
Excuse me.
I don't even care about this. I'm gonna do this and one banana with a little honey drizzle, and then that's all I'm eating tonight with some water. So if y'all are watching, these are the key things to have ready rather than going for a bag of chips like that. I wanted some Doritos so bad, or some Lay's, or I would have gone to Burger King or something to have, you know, healthy ingredients, and then to ninja flip into an awesome yogurt like this. If you're getting tired.
Keep it off that, because otherwise it gets all dirty on the underside and ends up in the fridge, and I have to wipe up the fridge. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm teasing.
Here.
So this is the coconut yogurt. He's super cute. It's so much fun in the kitchen with him, actually. So I'm going to give you a small spoon because I know you really like to. And you know what I do with the bananas, by the way, is I peel out the. We have riper ones, I think, right behind you. This is a riper one.
Yeah, I just want one to be perfect. Thank you.
And because Buddy, I peel out the fiber along the skin because that's actually very nutritious.
He loves
so
it.
Buddy gets that, and he really appreciates it. So yeah. Anyway,
Spoon on top, and I'll be done.
how much you tell me how much you want, baby.
How about
I know you
just
don't.
one more? No, just one more, and then it'll be good. And then maybe I could put some
You said something about honey.
cacao nibs.
Okay.
Where are those?
I gotcha, because I know everything is in the kitchen.
I can totally do this. I know you want to eat.
But you know I also like it when I can do things to serve you too. So.
I could totally eat that one.
Where is it? It was right there. It's not. Where are you?
Did you show me your deodorant?
Ah.
Her deodorant smells like candy. Like you could eat it. You know how you eat. I'm sorry.
Do you want cacao nibs?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll do it. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, thank you.
It gets a little extra love and
I love you all.
That's why I like to do it.
Bye.
Love you.
Are you gonna feed Buddy after this?
I already fed him.
Oh, you did?
Actually, he just thinks he's getting more because I'm gonna put those bananas.
I'll grab that toaster later.
That's cool.
Okay.
Oh, you did give me. Okay.
Enjoy.
See
that.
how sweet he is.
Thank you so much for
So-
that surprise. That what did you call it? Freaky Friday.
Fancy Feast Friday.
And it was delicious.
So, again, I just want to share for anybody who's in the Clearwater, Florida area, or you are coming to the area because you don't live too far, or you know what, Rockin' Rad Stars, come on and carpool over together. Saturday, June 16th, from 1:30 to 3:30. It's a 2-hour body awareness workshop. Feel it to heal it. Tap into your body's inner wisdom. I give you handouts so that you can take notes during the actual workshop while we're doing it together. And like what you feel when you do a posture and anything that drops in, because typically what happens is when you start tuning in and tapping into your body's wisdom, in your personal experience, you're going to have things come to you intuitively that maybe wouldn't have come because you weren't as attuned to it, right? So I'm really super excited. Like I said, it's in Clearwater, Florida at Yoga Village, and that is on Daniel Street. If you have any questions, you can send us a message. support@raw-authentic.com is our email. And it's $35 until the 14th. From the 14th to the 16th, it goes up to $40. And I only have 40 slots. So reserve your slot now. I'm super excited. I want to meet you. I want to have this engagement in person. I just love the practice. And I love you. So keep it raw, stay rad. Have an amazing evening. Enjoy whatever it is you got on your plate. Have an amazing